Let's go. It's your man Mike Bowens coming to you once again live and direct. Listen, I got another powerful message for you. This message, I'm going to drop bombs all on your head. Boom, 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 boom. This message is entitled, What You Fear Comes Upon You. What you fear comes upon you. So what am I saying? You got to get inside. You got to look inside your heart and see what things do you fear the most. Because what you fear shall come upon you. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. What you think about, you bring about. Listen, I've heard a lot of people say on social media, on television, and they made it popular, I'm doing this scared. No, you don't do nothing scared. You do everything that you do in faith. You do everything when you got to settle in your mind, in your heart, that what you're doing is going to work. You don't ever go into anything afraid. You don't ever go into anything thinking it's not going to work. I don't care if you fall flat in your face. You are going in there 100% confident that this is going to work. Somebody's sick. We believe in 100%, God, that you're going to heal them. My business is started. I'm believing 100% that this business is going to prosper. I'm getting married. I'm getting married with 100% confidence this marriage is going to work out. Because what you fear, it's a seed. And it grows and it comes upon you. Don't believe me? Let's look at Job. Let's go to the Bible. Now, you know, when Satan came to God, God said, have you considered my servant Job? But that's in the background. But something that was happening within Job all the time in his mind was that he always covered his children in prayer because he figured that they weren't living right. And he made sacrifices to God to cover them, to make sure, hey, I know they're not doing right, but let me just cover them just in case, because, you know, anything can happen. He had a level of fear within his mind that, you know, something bad can happen to them constantly. He constantly worried about this. This was something that he always worried about because he did it. He said this prayer every day. He made sacrifices every day. So every day he constantly was thinking about something could happen to his kids. So let me constantly cover them in prayer. Let me constantly make sacrifices to God that nothing happens to them. He was worrying, and worrying is a sin, right? Jesus said, what does it benefit you worrying, right? When God knows all the hairs numbered on your head. Now you tell me, he said, can you tell me all the hairs that's numbered on your head? You can't, but God knows all of that stuff. And so what benefit does it do you thinking about it and worrying about it? Nothing. You pray about it and you cast your care on the Lord. I know somebody saying, well, Mike, that's easier said than done. But you got to work and develop your trust in God to the point that you're not worried about anything. You're casting all your care upon him because he cares for you. You're not fearful about anything because guess what? What you fear shall come upon you. So let's look at Job. Job chapter 3, verse 25. I'm going for the New International Version, and then I'm going to go to a few other translations. First one, it says, what I feared has come upon me. What I dreaded has happened to me. Let's go to the New Living Translation. What I always feared has happened to me. What I dreaded has come true. See, he said, what I always feared. It wasn't something that just came into his mind. He always feared it. He never dealt with it. And the thing that you are always have been fearful about, if you don't deal with it and uproot it out of your life, out of your psyche, out of your spirit, out of your heart, you will begin to manifest and draw to you. So you're afraid that you're going to get a divorce. You never voiced it, but it's always in your mind. You are drawing that. You are manifesting that in your life. You always thought that you was going to get cancer because your mother had cancer and your grandmother had cancer. You are drawing that into your life. Even though you didn't speak it out your mouth, you have always thought it. And because you always thought it, it's starting to manifest in your life. You have always thought you always thought you was going to be poor. You always thought you was going to live where you lived. And because you always thought that, you begin to manifest and draw poverty into your life. You always thought you never was going to get a break. You always thought nothing was going to work out for you. And because you thought that way, you manifest into your life. And so when people say, I'm doing this scared, what they're saying is, I'm doing it, but in my subconscious, within my heart, I still think it's not going to work out, but I'm just doing it anyway. You got to uproot that in the name of Jesus from your heart and from your spirit and from your mind, right? Because we walk by faith and not by sight. So you got to meditate on the word day and night so that it penetrates you so much that you don't have any more fear within you. And so what you fear, you bring it upon you. And so by you meditating day and night on the word, what you do is you give your mind a renewal. That's why it says, be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Now, I just have a question to ask, right? What would cause a person, even like Job, right, to still have fear within them about anything? It's what you watch, what you listen to, and who you surround yourself with, and the information that you're taking in. Because if you're only hearing the good news of God, if you're only hearing and seeing the goodness of God, and you're not taking in the ills of this world or negative news from people around you, then you're not giving your mind a chance to think on, to manifest these negative comments that's constantly happening. That's these negative events that's constantly happening. And so I want to encourage you to think about what you're thinking about and uproot any fear that you have inside of you. This is your man, Mike Bowens. I'm signing off until next time, saying be blessed.